Oh, Mason Carmichael here, coming at you from Box to Box Radio. We're bringing you an interruption in your regularly scheduled programming. You guys are used to us talking about everything soccer, bringing you the stats, bringing you the analysis, bringing you the preparedness of having our notes in front of us. This is none of that. This is pure, unadulterated, just carnage. A segment we like to call the away leg, where I'm basically just going to throw a topic out to Travis and Moses, and we're going to debate about it. This is a new segment we're going to drop intermittently here and there to kind of supplement the pod that you guys love. We don't care about the mailbag. We don't care about any of that garbage. We just want to yell at each other.
Come on the away leg.
Yeah, if you guys are here for it, it's going to be a good time. Get at us on Twitter, though, and tell us your favorite parts about the away leg, or you can call us morons. I really don't care. Yeah, producer Chris in this one's going to be our referee, so if Moses picks a chair up and starts running at Travis, Chris is going to step in. There is no VAR. It's strictly live calls.
Whoa, I can't get a second opinion here.
I wasn't told that. That was not the agreement.
That's the whole point of the away leg, son. You're not told anything. I am your puppet master. Dance, monkey, dance. Coming at you live. Producer Chris giving fist bumps all around. He's excited. I'm excited. Lads, we're going to jump right into it. So my first question for you guys, we all know that Messi and Ronaldo are the two greatest players
We're
of
going
generation,
here with
right?
this one. Are we really?
We're not going to. So first of all, we're going to start off with
That's a fast start.
who is the better player? Second
This
off,
isn't ending anytime soon tonight.
so let's actually just start there. Let's start. Okay, best player currently, is it Leo Messi? Is it Cristiano Ronaldo?
It's Ronaldo. It has to be
Oh
Ronaldo.
my God, shut
It
up.
has to be Ronaldo.
Don't start with that.
It has to be. How is it not? It has to be Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll give credit to Ronaldo. He's amazing athlete, amazing work ethic, out of the world.
It's a sport.
He's a Terminator. I get that. But Messi is a very raw, talented person.
Yeah, if you're
He came out that way. Ronaldo built himself that way.
Yeah, and if you're going on,
and I'm not saying Ronaldo is rubbish. I'm not. I'll even say he's a favorite player of mine. I'd pick him on freaking FIFA any day.
Wow.
But the GOAT is Messi.
yeah, I mean, and if you look at just physical attributes, right? So you're looking at Ronaldo right now. He's starting to slow down, isn't he? Right? Mm-hmm. He's 35. He's starting to slow down. Lionel Messi, right? Not slowing down. Ronaldo's been in regression for about two or so years, right? Messi,
Same Ronaldo that got a hat
again.
trick in the Champions League to put his team through. I disagree.
Oh my God.
But he's kind of coming to a downhill. Like if you look at it in that aspect, Messi has been the same.
Producer Chris needs a mic.
We got to get producer Chris. Yeah, this guy.
He's getting fired up already.
He's getting fired up. We got to give this guy a red card.
Also, here's something for you.
But
Does Cristiano Ronaldo have his own announcer that is obsessed with him and that literally screams every time he sauces a defender?
Yeah,
no, he doesn't.
1
He really
billion
doesn't.
people on the planet.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh!
I'm not trying to team up. I'm not trying to team up on Travis
Hey,
here.
don't pull out the Ray Hudson soundboard on me over here.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to crank
turn
Travis
that
down
off.
for his weak takes.
But okay, honestly though, he was right. Yes, Ronaldo has been coming down a little bit, and that's fair to say. But Messi is still, like I said, that he has that raw talent.
Look at the Villarreal game this past weekend. They're down 4-2. Messi comes on, changes the game. You look at what Ronaldo's done for Juventus lately, right? Yeah, he had that stellar performance in the Champions League, but you look at him in the league. Is he recording as many goals as Lionel Messi is this year? I want you to answer that question for me. I want you to admit that he is not.
I will say this is the biggest thing about Ronaldo. He's a competitor. He's the player that when his back's against the wall, he's going to go out by himself and say, I'm going to win the game. Come with me, because he wants to win. He'll do anything to win. And
Yeah, he'll go to Italy, so it's easier for him to play. That's what he'll do to win.
That is special.
Jesus Christ,
Easy.
Mason.
That is special. Anybody who has a mentality, he's a lot like Sergio Ramos in the fact that he would do anything to win. The dark art, Sergio Ramos breaking that one guy from Liverpool who's not good enough to remember his name, his shoulder. I can't.
Hey, you tell me when the last time Arsenal's made a Champions League final. I just want to know. Or maybe, better yet, when's the last time Arsenal played in the Champions League?
Hey, easy there. The Invincibles, we're hanging on to that for dear life. All right, relax. So
Hey, the early 2000s called. They want their stats back.
yeah. Anyway, so Ronaldo's a winner. He's very adaptable. He can beat you more ways than one. He can play a number of different positions. He's got the mentality. I just think he's a more dominant player. Right foot, left foot, set pieces, in the air. I just think he's a more dominant player. And Messi, don't get me wrong, Messi is one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
The greatest player to ever play
one
the game.
of the Pele's better. And man, but since this debate is pointless over here, I'm going to give you a really hot take since you called me out on hot takes. Are you ready for this? In 5 years, Kylian Mbappe is better than both of them.
No.
That's
How?
Disagree. Do you know why?
How?
No.
Please tell me how.
All right. So, Kylian Mbappe is a creature of athleticism, right?
Like a Ronaldo.
So let's say, God forbid, right? He tears his ACL, right?
If you don't think he's got quality,
listen, you don't come back the same from that kind of injury. So he is not going to have that breakneck speed that he has now, which is I'd say a huge facet of his game. Is he a technical player? Yeah. Is he as technical as like a Neymar or a Messi or Ronaldo or a Salah? No. He's a creature of speed.
This is assuming he's going to get injured. I mean, we'll see, but I'm
just saying, as he gets older, that's going to regress. Like
Man.
Ronaldo, we're seeing now, he was a creature of physical ability.
Yeah,
and when but like you look at the way Lionel Messi plays the game, when Lionel Messi's 35, he's still going to be the same player that he is right now.
Okay,
We'll
so
see.
on that, Travis, think about it like this: Ronaldinho, raw talent, right? Came out the gates playing the exact same way that
I'm
he
faster than Ronaldinho right now.
is. Right, and that's fine. But my point is, think about it as the raw talent aspect. Ronaldo will not continue to be playing that same way. We just kind of just said that he's coming on a decline, right?
He's 35. He's had his career.
Right. But you look at
anyone that can play
but
until
you look
35.
at Messi and you look at Ronaldinho. These people have the raw talent,
Ronaldinho cannot play at that level anymore.
the technique.
Yeah, Mo, I'm going to have to disagree with you on
Dude,
that one.
it's a sport. You got to run. It's a sport.
But Messi is super agile,
yeah.
super
Right,
athletic, but like
But
he's-
Ronaldinho, that's a stretch.
Messi relies less on
Ronaldinho
his
was a heck of a
He
player.
was.
Yeah.
That's the word, though. Was.
Messi
Right.
relies less on his physical ability and attributes than Ronaldo does, though. Messi relies more on his ball control, more on his vision, more on his
technique,
movement. And those things aren't going to decline as fast as physical ability.
He's so quick.
But
he's very
his-
intelligent,
his-
but he's quick.
It's not his not
his foot
his
speed.
face. Yeah, it's his foot speed, which that is not going to decline as heavily as, say, your top speed, like Ronaldo, you know? Your top speed is not going to decline. And I'm going to give this to Lionel Messi, which I think, personally, this is my opinion, that makes him separated from Ronaldo. Lionel Messi is loyal. Lionel Messi will put the team on his back. Lionel Messi wants to stay with Barcelona. Ronaldo is chasing the check, man. He's chasing the money. He doesn't do it for the love of the game. Lionel Messi,
I disagree.
I gotta okay.
Go on.
I gotta disagree on that one. Ronaldo, we can all agree he's
Spain taxed him too much. That's why he left.
fair. But what we can all agree on is that he is an insane athlete, right? He has
It's a sport.
Right. So given that he has that athletic, that machine type mentality, he's gonna go and chase these challenges only because he's
what challenge? Winning the Serie A every year for the 7th year in a row? That's a challenge. Are you kidding me? Zlatan called him out for that, and Zlatan was right to call him out for that. Go to the Premier League and compete. Don't go to the Serie A where
Which
it's a
he was.
guaranteed.
Okay.
Oh my
Ronaldo's-
gosh,
Ronaldo
that's
was
a
at
weak take.
No, Ronaldo was at Man U, and then he went out to Madrid, and now he's out in Italy. That's fine. That's a competitor's mindset.
How is that how if he's leaving a better league to go to a worse league where one team, not 2 seasons in a row, not 3 or 4 seasons in a row, 7 consecutive years in a row has won the championship. But he signs for that best team. He plays against
In
scrubs
hopes
that
to
are probably
take him to champions.
Oh my
Champions
gosh,
League.
he's already won the Champions League, Moses. What is there to go?
He's not gonna settle for just
Thank you,
one.
producer Chris. 4 times he's won the Champions
He's
League.
not going to settle for just 4. No athlete
But also-
with his mindset is going to be like, oh, 4? Oh, never mind. I don't want to play anymore.
But Zlatan says that. Why he hides at LA Galaxy? I mean, I agree with you, but Zlatan can't really say that because he kind of
But
doing
at
the
least
same
it's
thing.
at least it's a league with parity. Like he's not coming to a league where he's guaranteed to win the thing at the end of the year.
yeah,
He's coming to still compete and to prove that he can help his team win championships. If you take, this is the hottest take of the night. If you take Ronaldo off of Juventus right now, they still handedly win Serie A. Do you know why I
That's
say
true.
that?
No, that's
they
true.
did it last year. They did it the year before that, and they've done it the past freaking 7 years in a row. So why, if he is such a competitor, would he go to a league where he is guaranteed to win the title? He can take some games off while winning the title and then try and win the Champions League. That is ridiculous to me. That is a cop-out move from Cristiano Ronaldo.
no,
I don't think it's
it
I don't
goes to the
think it's-
Champions League.
I don't think it's a cop out. I think it's a good business decision,
Right, which is
And
fine.
Look, here's the reality.
Again, he's about the money.
He's
Exactly.
a super huge business.
But
like,
here's
idol.
the thing
Look at
about
that.
Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a competitor. He's gonna go wherever he goes. He's gonna work it. He's gonna work as hard as he can to win. He's gonna try to compete. But man, it's a good business decision.
Right.
Why can you fault the man for
and
making
he-
money,
okay.
Eddie Johnson? Relax.
Okay, Ronaldo is at the position to where he's a super huge market. He's sorry, I'm over here hugging the mic, right?
But Juventus was the best
but my
move for
point
his
is-
brand. Like
Right,
that's why
right,
he
right.
went there.
And that's what I'm
it's
saying.
not to win freaking championships. He knew he was going to win a
It's both.
championship.
Right,
How is
okay.
it both? How?
You
are guaranteed to win a championship if you go play for Juventus.
He's not only there for
If you
the
signed
championship,
me
he's
to
there for Champions
if you
League as
signed-
well.
If you
There's
signed me
other
tomorrow
titles.
for Juventus and threw me up top with the squad they have and played me maybe 10 games a season, I would win a championship.
That's an ice cold take. I
Right, but
disagree
they're-
with
okay.
that. You would find a way to score an own
winning
goal.
winning your league championship, that's fine. But these players look at different titles. They look at the Italian Cup that they play in there. They look at Champions League.
So go.
That's a huge title.
go-
that's a huge.
so he had
achievement that
offers
these-
from Bayern Munich. Go to Bayern Munich.
It's the
Compete
same
more.
thing, though.
How is that the same thing?
That's the
they're in
same
a
thing.
listen. They're in a title race right now with Borussia Dortmund. RB Leipzig is pretty close as well. They struggled at the beginning of the year. They have not won 7 titles in a row like Juventus has.
But you're telling me that Borussia Dortmund is better than Roma or Napoli
yes,
on
I
paper?
am.
Oh
Yes, I am.
my, that is
not even
shocking.
freaking close. Are you kidding me?
Oh wow,
Who would you rather have playing center back for your team? Who would you? Let's
Kabali.
let's just throw this out there right now. Who would you rather have as a center back for your team? Would you rather have a Kanji, a young up and coming fast great center back, or Federico Fazio? Who would you rather have?
I would rather take Kubali from Napoli.
It's Koulibaly.
Koulibaly,
But yeah, I would too. But you look at the overall talent that Dortmund has. You got Marco Reus, you got Paco Alcacer, you've got Christian Pulisic, Jadon Sancho. Like they have more promise and more talent than the Roma team does. I mean, look at Roma. They lost to freaking Porto in the Champions League.
I'm saying-
Congratulations, Roma.
I think Napoli is better. But Dortmund
and how did
Dortmund
Napoli?
lost to
How did Napoli
Tottenham.
do in the Champions League?
But Dortmund lost to Tottenham.
Okay, how did Napoli do in the
and
Champions
we all
League?
know how Tottenham is. Oh yeah.
But I think we're steering
Producer
off.
Chris liked that one.
I think we're steering off on the actual topic. We're talking about Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's a fair point. We might need a new question because
Right.
Yeah,
I think
I think we all-
This
producer
is probably endless.
producer Chris is waving the flag
Yeah.
at us. I think we're a bit offside.
There's a
bit
dead
offside on
horse in
this
the
one.
corner that we've been beating for the past 15 minutes. Yeah, so Travis is Team Ronaldo till he dies. Moses and I are
team Kylian Mbappe.
logical. We're Team Messi.
I don't know. Okay,
Moses is undecided, I guess.
No. Messi is the
hold on.
Messi's the GOAT.
Producer Chris has a moment. Hold on.
What are you saying to us, Chris? Okay,
I agree.
Kylian
And
Mbappe is on a
that's
faster track to
fine.
score goals than Ronaldo and Messi is what he's saying to
I agree.
us.
Right. Okay.
He's 19.
But
We got to get next episode, man. We got to get Chris mic'd up. This is going to be great.
Yeah, it's
Chris was like, I don't have any takes for you guys.
So if you want to see
name's
Chris,
Chris.
we can't talk Chris into getting on the podcast. If you want to see Chris on a mic, you gotta let us know on social media. Mason, shout out what's
if
the
you guys think
give
that
him the
this-
information.
one day he'll learn one how to make a take and two how to say our social
my
media.
first episode.
It's B_2B_radio at B_2B_radio on Twitter. That is the best place to reach us. We love interacting on Twitter. You can message us on our Instagram. It's box_radio, but not as interactive. We'd love to do it on Twitter. I can send you gifts straight from my phone. If you're Team Ronaldo, get in my mentions.
Ronaldo. Hashtag see.
Yeah. So this one's pretty. I think this one's pretty done and dusted about where we're at with this topic here.
Messi's the GOAT. I respect Ronaldo's work ethic.
All right,
That's
let's
fair.
Next question before
Okay.
we have a fight.
So this is bridging off of the first question. So
No.
there's an obvious 1 and 2, no matter where you rank them. But over the past decade, who has been consistently the third best player in the world?
Ooh.
Third best
Over the past decade?
over the past 10 years, past decade.
Oh, yikes. Oh.
Hey,
That's man.
I'm thinking
I'm
here.
gonna go with. I would say potentially Thierry Henry, but I think that's a little too early.
Yeah, it's too
it's
early.
a little early. Oh yikes! No,
yeah.
the guy had 2 good years in his career and he's done.
That's
no,
not
get outta here.
Ronaldinho.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
Yeah,
whatever,
On
man.
the Orioles. Come on now.
Man, I don't know.
I got one of y'all ready. If y'all
Yeah.
ready for it.
Yeah, go on, hit me.
Andres Iniesta is the best player over the past decade.
That's hard to argue with.
Man,
I would throw Xavi in there. Xavi Hernandez would be in there.
I
that
think they
one.
go hand in hand. You can't really say one's better than the other. They kind of go together.
Yeah, but I do think
In my opinion, one of those
Iniesta's
should
a
have won
little
the
better.
Ballon d'Or.
Does Pirlo get a shout at all?
Hell no, Pirlo doesn't get a shout. Are you kidding me?
That's fair.
Oh man.
That's
If
fair.
we're going by the last decade, the only productive thing Pirlo's done in the last decade was win with Juventus, and we've already had that conversation.
So
Yeah, he lost the Champions League
Yeah,
final against
against Barca.
Madrid
And Barca.
and then guess what? The last time he won a trophy was in 2006, which, if my math is correct, is not a decade ago. So
I
No Pirlo.
would say this. I have 2 main
Maps,
thoughts.
Men's not hot.
I would say
Moses,
you could make an argument for Zlatan. You could. And then
what has
I don't
Zlatan
know.
won?
I don't know.
What has Zlatan won
he's
to prove?
won a lot
Again,
of championships at the top level.
cut and paste the Italian league and then move it to France. Like, same
Internationally,
thing.
he did pretty well as well.
So my pick, this is my serious pick, and we'll see what you guys think. And I hate myself for doing this. Producer Chris is going to jump out of his chair. It's Didier Drogba. I think it's got to be Didier Drogba.
the past decade, though.
wait.
I mean,
what
that
about
guy's
Samuel Eto'o?
I would say
No.
I would say early
You actually
to mid 2000s.
Samuel Eto'o was actually voted the best
Didier
African player
Drogba
to
would be-
to ever play. Honestly, Samuel Eto'o was voted
But
the
again,
best African player to have ever played.
But the past 10 years, think about the past 10 years. So this is 2009 through 2019. That's what decade means, guys. The 10 years.
all right. So give us your shout then.
I already said Andres Iniesta.
No, give us another
10 years.
shout. It can't be Andres Iniesta.
Why can't it be? Dude won the World Cup in
because-
2010. 10 years.
Game-winning goal, actually.
Within 10 years.
Yeah.
He's won countless league titles with Barca. He's won Champions League titles with Barca. He was last year, even though he was 35 years old, one of the best players still on Barcelona.
But
dude's a winner.
But it's not fair to pick Iniesta and not Xavi. They go together. So you got to give me a different option. I'm challenging you.
You're challenging me
I'm
to
putting you on the spot.
to pick another one besides
Iniesta is a
Iniesta.
systematic player as well, though.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Moses, that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say in your
How
entire
can you
life.
win?
Hold on.
Are you kidding me? How can you win a so? Let's analyze this real quick. When he won the World Cup with Spain, what system did they play?
Say that one more time.
When he won the World Cup with Spain, what did they play? What system?
Tiki taka, false nine.
They played a not when they won the World Cup. When they won the World Cup, they played a 4-2-3-1. They played David Villa up front,
Right.
and they had Iniesta playing as, if you remember this, a left winger. He wasn't in the middle; he played on the left. But when he played for Barca, where did he predominantly line up? in the center, as a number 8, as a linker, as a link-up player in a 4-3-3. So whittling and watering down his career by saying he is a system player is ridiculous. Andrea Pirlo is a system player.
Yes.
He is a guy that is a regista. He's a playmaking number 6. Andres Iniesta...
This guy.
Andres Iniesta is not a system player. You can put him in any team in the world and he would figure it out. See, even now with Vissel Kobe, doesn't have the legs that he had anymore, but where is he playing? If you watch their games, he's playing as like a second forward or a number 10. And he's playing good games. Look at that. So if you have to give me another pick for a player that's been
Ball shot. I listen to this guy.
the past decade, another player... you're looking for another answer besides Andres Iniesta.
Yes, because I think Xavi's just as good, and you can't say both, so you have to give me another answer. I think that's a completely valid answer.
Yeah.
But you have to give me another answer because they're 2 and 2, and I don't want to mess with Xavi. You know.
If I had to give you another one, I'm gonna go based off international success as well as club success as well, because I feel like that's very, very important to factor in.
Please tell me it's Jordan Henderson.
As much as I love Hendo,
Jordan Henderson.
it is not Hendo. I'm gonna go. I love my center midfielders. I'm gonna give you a center midfielder and a center back. Okay.
Okay.
My center midfielder is Toni Kroos. He won the World Cup.
Adamantly disagree.
He's
with
won
you.
Champions Leagues.
Producer Chris disagrees with you.
He was
He gave
really
you a
good at
caution on that
Bayern.
one.
He's really good at Real Madrid. He can play any position in that midfield 3. He can be your 6, he can be your 8, or he can be your 10. He's just that creative of a player, and he's had a very successful career. My defender, which I think you guys are going to agree with more, is Sergio Ramos.
I do agree with Sergio
Yeah, that I
Ramos.
can agree. Yeah.
See, we've agreed. Look at that. Producer Chris is happy. He's doing a little dance. Everything's good. I like Sergio Ramos.
I like.
I don't like him as a person.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think you just can't deny
Yeah,
that
hey,
he's a good
'cause he
player.
breaks your boyfriend's
yeah,
arm.
there's no reason to not like him just because he's better than Liverpool when he wins the Champions.
I don't like him because he's a cheater. That's why I don't like him.
Dark arts, baby. He didn't get sent off. He didn't cheat.
He should have gotten sent off, but
Was there VAR?
that's neither here, there, or anywhere.
We needed VAR.
We don't get a second opinion here, VAR?
No.
Yeah.
None of that?
I have yet to hear a take on this from you two bozos. None of you have named a player that is eligible for this question.
Well, I said Didier Drogba.
Didier
I said
Drogba,
that, though.
That
the
counts.
pinnacle of his career was in 2008.
I said Zlatan, and I was laughed out of the room.
Because what has Zlatan won, Travis? What has he won?
He's won a number of different titles and a number
Oh
of
my
different
God,
players.
he's won the French league. Congratulations.
No. He was with Barcelona when they won the Champions League. He was with Barcelona when they won the Champions League with Eto'o and Henry, was he not?
He was not when they won the Champions League that season. He has never won a Champions League. That is the one thing
That's
that
a
sets him
crime and
apart.
shame.
Is he has never won a Champions League. So
Oh, what a shame.
again, I ask you the question: what has he won, and what has he done besides bounce around from team to team to team? I'm
So-
pretty sure he's played for every Italian team in the world.
So on that note,
Oh, God.
if you're talking about trophies, Steven Gerrard is definitely out.
I didn't mention Steven Gerrard, and I think his era is a little bit before that. And he's won a Champions League in 2005.
Oh, he did.
Istanbul, 2005.
Bollocks,
Liverpool
guys, get on
down
it.
3-0. Steven Gerrard leads the team, mounting the comeback.
Yeah,
Penalty kicks, Liverpool win. Football's coming home. Don't ever get at me about Liverpool trivia. I know my stuff. I'm a professional.
All right. I'll give you a valid pick, and then we'll move on because I feel like we're talking in circles.
Give me
So,
your actual pick.
I will say, because he's played the game at such a high level and he's such a lovely human being, and he has won the Ballon d'Or, I'm going to go with Kaká.
Oh my God!
No,
Last
that's a decent
10
shout.
years. Last 10 years.
That's fine. When did he win the
Decade.
Ballon d'Or?
He won the Ballon d'Or in like 2005. Are you kidding me?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
all right. Fair enough.
Yeah, Travis is done with this question. He's not allowed to talk anymore.
I gave you 3 good options. They
You
all
gave
got
me
denied.
3 options if my question was 20 years ago. The question was a decade ago.
Not 25.
Robbie Keane.
Jeez.
Oh my God, this guy.
Someone cut him off.
He was really good
He's
at
just
LA.
throwing stuff at a wall and seeing if it'll stick.
He was really good at LA. Come on. What do you know about the celebration from Robbie Keane?
Gosh,
Best
I do
MLS
love
player of all
the
time.
celebration.
Best MLS player of all time. Don't at me.
Yeah, I think producer
He's going
Chris
with
is a better
producer
player
Chris.
the past 10 years.
I think producer Chris is drunk and needs to go home.
Producer Chris is home. Reminder, we're doing this in his kitchen.
gonna put him in the corner.
Shout out to producer Chris for
Shout
real
out.
MVP.
We're gonna get him a
For
mic
allowing
next
this
episode.
extra segment.
All right, Moses, please finally give us an. You've been quiet over there. We're going to have to edit out the F-bomb you dropped about 20 minutes ago. But that's all I've heard from you.
Hey, hashtag play the kids, hashtag family show.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to have to go find a
put a
bleep
white
we can
sound on it.
sample. Or we just turn off Moses' mic. I don't really care.
I mean, hey, 6 one way, half a dozen the other.
All right.
Give us your take, please.
On the last 10 years.
Yes, that has been the question. Travis, did you hear that? That has been the question the past 10 years.
Manuel Neuer.
Manuel Neuer is pretty decent, though.
Is that a good shout,
So-
Manuel Neuer?
I will give you that one.
Oh,
there you
I'm
go.
in. Hashtag goalkeeper union. Hashtag come on the goalkeeper. Hashtag Deutschland.
This is not an Instagram post. This is a podcast. Stop.
But also, but you can follow us on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Man's going to put up a picture and put hashtags everywhere.
I still haven't heard your take over
I'm
there.
still thinking. That's a tough one.
He's stalling. He doesn't know.
Just go ahead and say Nicholas Bentner and let's move on.
Oh, my.
The Lord.
The Lord Ben.
The Lord
The
himself.
Lord. The Lord wills it?
What?
That's another fine.
No.
Gosh, yeah. We're going to find Moses.
That is not
If y'all
that
just
great, is
hear,
it?
if y'all keep hearing bleeps in this podcast, we might have to get the explicit label just for this segment because Moses Hernandez
can't hold his tongue.
Yeah, he's dropping bombs left and right. Cover your kids' ears. No one's safe.
God.
We got the worst takes this side of the Mississippi from Travis Carmichael. And we got the mouth of a sailor over here from Moses Hernandez, and then you got producer Chris over here just laughing his butt off. And,
Doesn't want
falling
a
out of his
mic,
chair.
but needs a mic.
and if you guys can go get me
Trying to
some
steal my
icy hot,
mic.
my back is killing me.
Oh, whatever.
So
Wow.
Oh, no.
If you think you can do his job, let him know on
give us
Twitter.
a take. Yeah, if you think you could do my job better than me and corral these knuckleheads, come get at me. I would love to talk to you about it on Twitter. Mo, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to give me an answer. If not, we're going to move on.
I'm just going to throw one out there. Danny Alves, actually.
Oh my God.
I'm actually more okay with that than anything that Travis said.
That is the
I threw one out
dumbest.
there.
Oh my
No. Danny Alves is
That guy's a moron. Have you seen his
time,
haircut?
yeah. Oh,
his
geez.
haircut's a moron.
It changed every
Ish.
week. You might as well have
But-
just said Marcelo.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Well, Marcelo's got more championships than a lot of people that you named. So
I think Danny Alves is pretty good.
I'm not touching that one. Let's
No.
please,
He's pretty-
please, for the love of all
decent
things,
shout.
ask a different question.
he's pretty winning. Chris, we got to get you a mic, buddy.
Yeah,
Hey,
Chris is
because-
dropping questions about Buffon.
Buffon
was
has
a good
been
one,
the
yeah.
best for the last 40 years. So
Yeah, that man
Hey,
is-
but that is within the realm of the past decade.
Buffon, does that count? Is that, my pick?
I'll give
Okay.
you Buffon. Yeah, that's actually Chris's pick.
That's a hot take from Chris,
Yeah,
producer
hot take.
Chris.
good shout there.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah,
picked Danny
Chris
Alves.
has piping hot takes, fresh out the oven
Needs a mic.
for your audio enjoyment.
Please subscribe so we can afford another
Yeah,
mic
we need to-
for
yeah.
producer
Like and
Chris.
subscribe. Share,
We also
share
need to
our-
get this man a
share
paycheck.
our content.
He's got to edit Moses, so he deserves a raise for that.
We also need money for the fine that Moses just
Yeah.
got us with for that language.
That's a Mike Petke level fine. We're gonna break a printer over here
Break the
pretty
printer.
soon. Fine him. He doesn't care anymore. Yeah, we got a
we
mic
have a
for
mic with no
Chris.
cable.
Well, I'll get him an XLR cable so we can plug in. Guys,
If you got one, we can. If you
Next
guys got one,
question,
that you guys can
please.
lend.
Please.
next question. Okay, if you could take one player off of a top team in Europe that never plays, and put him on your team, who would it be and why? And of course, for the listeners at home, our teams, we're gonna get Chris's take last year. I'll kind of let him. Actually, Chris is gonna give his take first. So
Kick
Chris's
us
team
off
is
without
Chelsea.
a mic.
Moses is Barcelona. I'm here with Liverpool. Travis is here with Arsenal. So if you could take
Also,
one player
Dallas till I die.
that doesn't play on a top European team and add him to your squad, who would it be and why? Moses is throwing stuff in the studio over here.
I'm gonna get a red card.
Yeah, Moses is going to get fined like crazy.
Won't need VAR for that.
Suspension after suspension. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and see if we can. Travis, turn your mic over to producer Chris real quick.
Wait, repeat that question one more time.
I want to see. So if there is one player that you could take from a top European team that doesn't really get any playing time that you could add to your squad, who would it be and why? So Chris is going to come in here right now with his Chelsea prediction.
Player that doesn't get any players.
Yeah.
The get is a lot more difficult than I thought.
Chris, sit back down. You're done.
Anyways,
Travis, take the mic back.
He's offside.
Honestly,
You got 15 seconds.
Hudson-Odoi, he just needs to play a little bit more for Chelsea. That's just me. I
don't think Chris understood the question, guys.
I just feel like he just needs to play more. That's all I have.
Okay, Chris coming in with takes that aren't even prompted. He just wants more minutes for Hudson-Odoi. That was not even remotely close to the question that I asked. Travis, please tell me you can save us.
Hey, but Hudson-Odoi is pretty good, isn't he? Oh,
Decent in it.
goodness.
That could be your pick because he doesn't play on your club.
Chris, the producer. Now, for Arsenal, we have no illusions. We need a center back. Absolutely. No questions about it. I am going to take a kid that does not normally play in the 11. Oh, man. Give me Kerr from PSG. Timo Kerr from PSG.
Tilo Kerr starts for
play.
PSG.
He does not start
Yes,
week
he does.
in
He's
and
their
week
right
out.
back. Yes, he does.
I'll take him as a center back.
Okay, I will. It's a better answer than Chris, so I'll give it to you.
I like that kid, and
Okay.
I mean, at this point, I might as well put you at center back over Mustafi. Mustafi is absolute garbage. Can I
man.
take Rudiger from Chelsea?
He starts every week. Come
Oh
on.
man, Chelsea's in trouble.
What about Alex Christensen?
no?
He's a good player.
Wouldn't take
Dejan
him.
Lovren, he's a good player
Definitely wouldn't take him. He thinks he's like Sergio Ramos level.
too. Okay,
wouldn't
fair
take
enough. For me, I think for Liverpool, the biggest thing we need also is a center back. And if I had to go and pick one,
him. Koscielny.
no, he starts. If I had to go and pick a center back, oh my gosh, from a team that doesn't normally start, I'm going with Jerome Boateng. Does not start for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, have fun taking that
Hummels and
dinosaur.
Sula. Hey, I'm not saying he's got to play for 8 years. I'm just saying that if we want to win the Champions League, we need a better center back.
You're better off playing Emre Can at center back.
Ouch.
That's not true.
That's
Boateng's
100%
a
true.
world-class center back still.
Yeah, that's why they qualified from the group in the World Cup. That makes sense.
That whole team.
That's why
Was a
Chugi
dumpster fire.
Lozano made him look like an absolute muppet.
Oh
that
my
makes
gosh.
sense.
At least I didn't pick players that are ineligible for this question.
Shout out El Tree. Shout out El Chugi.
El Chuki, he says. All right, Moses, we're going to pass over to you. Redeem yourself, son. Try not to use any expletives this time, please.
Yeah, that's it. Let me
Yikes.
censorship myself.
Yikes.
I'm gonna have to go center back for Barca.
Everybody's going the center
I know.
back.
I didn't want to be that guy, but
We know
you
a
guys
center
kinda
back,
jumped
but
on it.
who? Who? You have to
PK.
pick a name. PK plays for Barcelona.
PK plays for Barcelona.
You gotta
Oh
saying to
my
replace.
goodness.
No.
Oh bollocks!
The question, all right, I'm going to ask the question one more time.
Hey,
Apparently
anybody
there's a-
on
there-
Twitter want
mean,
Moses' job?
Apparently there's a
No.
Hernandez gene where they don't understand questions.
well, you got this guy over
We're
here
looking for a
jumping on
new
the mic.
host.
Here's my question. My
for
question
Box to Box
was,
Radio.
who is a player
God.
on a top European team that does not play, that is a good player, that you would want to add to your team as
Now
a
taking
starter?
applications for a new host to Box. Moses, he's already finding.
Hey, what do you mean a new
host?
host?
I'm sorry, a new pundit on Box to Box.
Yeah, it's a better co-host. Yeah. So
Not
Moses,
Lexi Lawless, we
now
won't
that
take
you
him.
have understood the question, what is your answer?
Got him. Producer Chris, get a mic or stop talking. I'm confused.
That's what I'm
Like,
distracted with.
Producer Chris is
Jeez.
just yelling at us
He's like
in a
in his-
belligerent rage.
He's washing his hands in the sink, just shouting things. Like, I'm confused. He throwing the kitchen sink at us. It's like West Ham down in the 85th minute.
All right, you didn't get the question. You can't explain the question to him.
You failed.
Let the guy who asked the question explain the question. All right,
Common
Moses.
gene pool.
So, who is a player that does not start for their current European team that you would add to Barcelona? Granted, Gerard Piqué starts for Barcelona, so that is not a one strike, but a two strike. Because
Oh, I want to change my answer.
okay,
after
we'll get
Moses
back to you.
answers.
All right, what do you got? So,
That's another
said dang.
fine.
I said
oh my
dang.
no, he did not.
This is a family show.
We're gonna edit that word out, but he's talking about where beavers live, folks.
Oh my god.
Mo,
said
what is your
dang.
answer?
This is kind of. These on the spot questions are tough.
That's the whole point of the gig, son.
I don't have anyone right now.
Isco. Who said that?
That's a good shout, Moses. Isco. That's a great pick.
It's not a center back.
So somebody who normally doesn't start,
Yeah.
or does start.
Does not start.
So he doesn't start at all.
Yeah. Like Thiago Alcantara would be a good pick too.
Okay, well,
Bring him back.
no, hold on.
Kaylor Navas would
That's
be a really
a
good
great
pick.
shout, producer
Arsenal might
Chris.
take.
I take
Leno's
Sterling
good.
over freaking.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about that was a good shout for Chelsea, especially because Kepa's like
Well, give him a whole
running
new team.
all over the field and
Just
like
give him a whole new team. They
trying
need a whole
to
new
quit.
team.
Stop avoiding the question.
All right.
Answer it.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. All right. So somebody who normally doesn't start, I would do Gabriel Jesus, who normally doesn't start.
Ooh, that is a
That's actually a
good
good shout.
Look at
That's
that.
a good
Doesn't
shout,
start for
actually.
City.
He does not
redeemed
start for
himself.
City.
Right.
That's right.
Normally doesn't start. Okay.
That's a good shout. Oh, I do have another pick. I have 2 picks now.
Okay.
Because well done. Pick number 1, I would reclaim Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain
That's a
in
good one.
Arsenal's midfield,
Yeah, he's-
revamped with Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Pick number 2, I would
I
take
respect him.
Vincent Kompany.
But Vincent normally starts for Man
No,
City.
he absolutely does not.
Laporte and Otamendi now are in the
And
lineup.
Stones sometimes are in there
Stones
too.
as
That's
well.
fair.
I think even
But,
Company
like-
went to retirement almost, but
Yeah,
Hey.
company like
We have Mustafi,
Which is fine, which is
Koscielny,
fine.
and
That's a good shout.
Socrates.
I'm not
if
taking
it's
that
a
away from you.
if it's a windy day at the Emirates, company's out 6 to 10 weeks if he just steps on the field. So
He's made of glass. All right.
Timber.
What we got going for the next question so producer Chris can wrap his head around it early because he kind of messed that one up.
yeah,
but
we'll toss a softball question up.
we put him on the mic and it didn't go well. Next
Yeah,
week,
we-
tune in.
Well, we tried.
If you could be the manager, so I'm not going to give you a specific team, but of a relegation battled club, who is the one player you would sign to bring you out of relegation?
Preference for the question.
Yeah,
What does the budget look like? Anything? Anybody in the world?
That's a good point.
that is a good point. We're not going to go anybody in the world. You can sign a. Let's put it this way. Actually, no. Let's give me any player in the world. That's fine. So you gotta factor in talent, leadership ability, individual ability to raise a team up a level, and position. So factor all those things in.
But don't be like, oh, I want Ronaldo or Messi. Like, be more realistic. Like,
Current players. Yeah, current players.
Oh, man.
So
What relegation fight am I in? What league? Because that makes a difference. That absolutely makes a difference.
you're in the Prem.
yeah,
That's a good
Because
shout.
it's a little bit more of a competitive relegation fight. Yeah.
That's a good shout. Man. Dude, I've got to go with it. I've got to go with my gut. I am going to sign for longevity because I'm going to assume he's going to keep me
The
up.
face of the club.
And then moving on, face of the club, I'm going to beat a dead horse. I'm going to go with Kylian Mbappe. I'm going to play him as an auxiliary number 10 in a tight diamond, 4 diamond 2. Kylian Mbappe as a number 10. Producer Chris disagrees. I think I'm on a
What is
book
the reason that
booking.
most teams get relegated though?
Backline.
Yeah, right.
But hey, I don't care. I'll win 7-6. Who cares?
My gosh, so
He'll have
Travis
6 of the 7.
God.
going blow out goals over here. So,
He's the best player in 3 years.
oh my god,
He's an athlete.
He's the best player in 3 years.
He
If
has-
you watched the
he has
World Cup
pace.
and you didn't think he was the best player, you were dumb.
wow.
He said, I'm dumb.
He was the best player in the World Cup.
Yeah, I would either give it to him or Luka Modric.
Luka Modric was
Luka
very good.
Modric, yeah.
He was the best player in the World Cup. He won France the World Cup. He was the best player on France. Don't at me. Actually, please at me
Yeah,
on Twitter
at
if
him.
you disagree.
Yeah,
He was definitely better than Hugo Lloris throwing the ball in his own goal.
He is fast. I'll give you that.
It's a sport.
Right.
I'm going to keep saying this. It's a sport. It's a 120-yard field. He's got to cover
But
ground, man.
wow.
That's the most ridiculous.
Is it bad that he's an athlete? You're going to take it away because he's athletic?
Well, honestly, if it's a sport, we did try to put the fastest man in the world on a soccer pitch to see how that went.
Hey, he scored 2
It's a
goals. It was
sport.
great.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, for the Coastal Mariners, and
yeah.
freaking the A League.
Hey, they could.
But
hey,
remember, it's a
hey,
sport. He's supposed to run 120 yards, apparently.
Hey, he could beat RSL on a wet night.
He could not
at Rio
beat Real
Tinto.
Salt Lake.
I
Are
think
you
he
kidding
could.
me?
I think he could. A wet night in Rio Tinto. I think he could.
Nadim Onuaha would be like, "Hey, come on, Mike, get me pocket," and he'd be in his pocket the whole night.
I disagree.
Jeez.
Hey, Adama's pretty good for Wolves as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. So for my player,
Fastest player on FIFA, by the way.
I'm going to take this really, really smart point from analyst and former player Bobby Warshaw because I really, really think that this is a
Hashtag
good
Dallas
point.
till I die.
Yeah. His philosophy is if you have the best holding midfielder in a particular league, then you will end up somewhere at the top of the table.
With or without range.
So with range. So yeah,
Sorry, Bobby.
without range. So
Sorry, love you, Bobby.
my pick is N'Golo Kante. I would take
But he's
N'Golo
not a
Kante.
6 according to Sorry.
Okay, well,
Shout
sorry.
out producer
Well,
Chris.
sorry, chew cigarette butts in stadiums. Do you think that guy hasn't figured out? No, he doesn't. So N'Golo Kante, I think he was probably he is the best holding midfielder in the world.
I agree.
I think he's quick. He's
Great shout.
He's tenacious.
pretty fair.
This guy is drinking the Sorry
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
I think he's
drinking the-
your best number 6 that you got. He covers a ton of ground. He puts in a lot of good tackles.
Just for the listeners here that can't hear producer Chris. Producer Chris is saying that N'Golo Kante is not a number 6. I think Leicester City, who won the Premier League, and France, that won the World Cup,
Playing him as a 6.
adamantly disagree with you.
Yeah. He's the only reason he's not playing as a 6 is because Sarri has some kind of infatuation with Jorginho. But
He's a bit mental.
if you play him as a 6, and even when
And they'll finish in
on
6th.
on Conte's
Yep.
teams, he played as a 6 as well. So I think he's the best number 6 in the world. You kind of build your midfield around him because a lot of times it's the midfield battle and the disconnect with the back line not being shielded that kind of allows a lot of goals to be let in for relegation teams. So if you stabilize and have that protector in front of the back line, they're going to see a lot less shots. It's going to be a lot less one-on-ones.
I agree.
And their defense is going to marginally improve.
That's a great shout, actually. I for the first time in my entire life, I agree with my brother. It's amazing.
Yeah, incredible feeling. All right, Moses, what you got?
This will be great. Let's go, Moy. That's another fine. Like, you can't see it at
No,
home,
there's no
but
video. You
there was an explicit gesture that was just thrown at
so
me.
sensitive.
Hey,
I would
Focus.
do
Yellow card.
right.
what a band.
No. All
right, continue.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, why? Why? No, why? Don't pay. Why?
Producer Chris, get a mic or stop
honestly
talking.
I feel like he's the next big midfielder in the years to come. Distribution is insane.
He's like 27. Fact checker.
Yeah, he's about 26, 27. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I don't know about years to
Considering that we're not doing
mean,
cold
I'm
hard
not-
facts on the show, I'm not going to pull out the
Producer
phone.
Chris, be valuable.
I'm not
Give it a
over here
look.
saying he's gonna last another 20 years like Buffon. I'm just saying like in the next few years, like it could be 2, 3. Like he's a huge. He's proven that he's
So you're going to take a fragile number 10 that's going to get hurt in.
no.
Jordan Henderson would 2-foot him in a second. He's about to be 28. Producer Chris just verified he's about to be 28. So you want him for one good year, and then he's going to.
No.
Hey, he'll
Dude,
play
look
till he's
at
like
Luka
33,
Modric.
dude. 33, 34.
How old is
I'll
Luka
be
Modric?
high.
Luka Modric can run.
30. He just turned 30. 30,
He can
31.
run forever.
Kevin De Bruyne is just as athletic as him.
So,
Get outta here.
I don't think so. The most interesting...
Check out the stats
The
on
most-
He'll be
FIFA.
what? 34?
So the most interesting
Come on,
thing...
and you're telling me this?
Oh, my God. The
Hey,
most...
best player in Europe, apparently.
The most...
Dior.
I'm
Hey,
not saying that he's not.
the most interesting thing I think about this is each of us have a different style about what we would do.
Fact.
So Travis is we're gonna
Goals,
Yeah,
bring the
we're gonna
fans in.
just gonna
score
send the
our
guy to the
way-
corner and hope he runs it
Yeah,
in.
we're gonna score our way out of relegation. We're going to solidify the defense and then hopefully start getting more 1-2-0 wins because the defense is solid. And then Moses is we're gonna just try and put
Keep the
a
ball.
good player on the field to keep the ball and maybe unleash some of the other talent. So Moses is basically saying we're gonna get a good player on the field to make everyone else better.
Right.
And so I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. I think you've seen teams that have been saved from relegation with all three methods from them. But, you know, guys, we've been rambling on here for about 45 minutes. I think that is a good place to kind of give us a pause here. Final thoughts? Anything going on this heated debate?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've definitely been on the Kylian Mbappe train. So I'm going to continue on the Kylian Mbappe train. I think the kid is legit. I think the kid is 19 and he is a grown man. He's making opponents look absolutely stupid. I think in 3 years he's the best player in the world. Disagree with me, agree with me. He's a great soccer player, but he's also an athlete. But guess what? That's okay. It's a sport. You have to be able to run. And because he makes people like Sergio Ramos look like me, he's going to be very successful. So I don't think there's anything wrong with shying away from that. And he's a very good technical player as well. He can finish. He's a very intelligent player. He shares the ball. In 3 years, best player in the world. Don't at me.
Yeah.
Please at me on Twitter. What's the Twitter again,
Yeah,
Mason?
make up your mind. At me, don't at me.
At me on Twitter.
Sorry, not
What's
sorry.
what's the
They're giving
Twitter?
These guys a sorry, not sorry.
The
one.
Twitter. All right. All right. My co-hosts need to listen to this. B_B_ radio. Travis, what is our Twitter?
I think I remember it already.
B__ radio.
This guy's having a
No,
hard time.
nope. Incorrect.
one more time for
Moses, what is it?
At B_2 B_radio.
I was close.
Fantastic.
You're
We
welcome.
were not close.
I'm a first-time host. Am I going to get invited back?
If you can memorize the Twitter by the end of the night, we might have you back.
Put that on the
Done.
whiteboard.
Done.
We figured out we cannot put Chris in front of a
Yeah,
microphone.
that guy's.
God, no.
He's just a producer. Guy.
He's producing. He's
Well, he's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
You should have known that from the start. And he supports a club like Chelsea.
yeah. There would be no movie without the guy running the projector. So, that's Chris.
no.
Mo, you got any other final takes on this or final thoughts?
I'm back in what I was saying about Messi. Goat.
To go. Okay.
And I'll say it clearly. At me.
Don't get fined in
get
that
fined.
process.
These guys are
right?
too scared to give you their personal Twitter handles.
I'm not on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, like mine, if you want to hit me up, mine's at MasonC19, and I would love to debate with you all day long. Like,
Don't do it. He does it for a
And
living.
mine is at _Moses Hernandez.
at _Moses Hernandez.
Capital M and capital A.
He added the underscore in there because he never scores goals.
Here you go. If you want
he
to,
underscores every season.
if you,
I don't know.
hey, if you want to if you want to DM me on Instagram, it's G_raid_01.
And that's raid is RADE. It's not. It's like the Gatorade, but G raid, not RAID, like the stuff that kills bugs.
Yes, hashtag Gatorade, hashtag Southwestern University, hashtag Pokemon Pirates. Shout out to Don Gregory. Greg's, if you're ever free, you're welcome on the podcast at any time.
Yeah. Like I said, that's a wrap here from us. My one last point that I want to make is listen to the question before you formulate an answer.
Oh my God.
We'll be back here occasionally with the away leg segment from our podcast, Box to Box Radio. It's our podcast, just not quite like you know it. All of the hot takes, less of the structure. Guys, I'm Mason Carmichael. To my left, we got Travis Carmichael. To my right, we got Moses Hernandez. Of course, producer Chris Hernandez. We are out of here. We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.